Greetings to all. I am David Ramjohn, and I am pleased to deliver these remarks for PROMAN's virtual HSSE Week 2020. In German, the term Nachhaltigkeit, meaning sustained yield, first appeared in 1713. It meant never harvesting more than the forest can regenerate. In 1987, the UN published Our Common Future, also known as the Brundtland Report, giving rise to modern sustainability as a concept. In 2015, the United Nations adopted 17 Integrated Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, as a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure that all people enjoy peace and prosperity by 2030. With 10 years to go, are we closer to achieving the results? SDG 7 focuses on energy, but energy is at the heart of several Sustainable Development Goals. In a world stricken by COVID-19, lack of access to energy hampers efforts to contain the disease. Energy services are key to preventing disease and fighting pandemics, and energy will be a key component of recovery from the pandemic, especially in developing and least developed countries. These are the 5 sustainability initiatives contained in PROMAN's recent energy policy. The 5 goals articulated are typical of many contemporary industry entities. The question remains, will they result in measurable changes? It is no longer enough to do no harm. The Sustainable Development Goals are a bridge towards regeneration, not an end point. We must move towards regenerative cultures, that is, humans doing things as and with nature. Traditional economic theories focusing on growth and GDP as a measure of success can no longer guide us away from the path to an Earth no longer capable of supporting our life form. New economic models, such as donut economics by Kate Raworth, may hold the key to ending inequality. PROMAN has stepped up to the regenerative and circular challenge with its recently announced North Sea methanol project. Renewable methanol from a renewable energy-powered electrolyzer, coupled with industrial carbon dioxide emissions, to produce methanol in an exothermic reaction with the heat being used in local applications, represents a major achievement with significant greenhouse gas emissions reductions in a circular, regenerative business model. Kudos to PROMAN. All economies are embedded within nature. They are wholly owned subsidiaries of the biosphere. All material ingredients come from Earth, and all used up materials that are not recycled are returned to Earth. Therefore, Earth's regenerative capacity is the materially most limiting factor for the human enterprise. The greatest opportunity for regenerative growth lies in renewable energy, within which biomass such as algae have greatest potential. In 2018, natural gas dominated primary energy consumption in Trinidad and Tobago. The primary energy consumption from renewable energy was lower than 0.05 million metric tons of oil equivalent, and therefore the figures were not reported by the source. PROMAN should reduce externalized costs of business, design waste out of operations and products, consider biorenewable energy, look into regenerative feedstocks, example microalgae, employ anaerobic digestion to generate syngas from methanol where renewable energy is not available, and educate all stakeholders. Remember, diversification builds resilience. 5 minutes can barely scratch the surface of the topic of regenerative capitalism. In true Socratic style, I encourage you to learn more. These are a handful of thinkers shaping the ideas of the regenerative future necessary to keep Earth hospitable to us. And here is a list of recommended reading for those wishing to dive deeper. I highly recommend that you continue the journey of learning long after this HSSE week is over. Thank you for the opportunity. Please contact me if you have questions or need further information or guidance. May your virtual HSSE Week 2020 create regenerative realities. Farewell.